Step with me now into the quiet halls of Norse wisdom, where the torches flicker low, where the air is thick with smoke and memory, and where the old verses still whisper truths meant for every traveler who walks the world. The second part of the Hávamál carries a message carved into the grain of centuries. Be wise, be cautious, be mindful. These were not simply ideas to the Norse, they were tools for survival, as vital as a sharp blade or a warm fire in winter's heart. Here, Odin's voice turns toward the rhythms of daily life, reminding us that the world is a shifting ocean, and the wise man learns to move with its tides, neither trusting too easily nor taking anything for granted. These stanzas teach us that every part of life has its season, and every blessing has its moment of worth. Praise the day when it ends, for only in its final light do you know what it has given or taken. Trust a blade that has tasted battle, for strength proven once is strength proven always. Cherish a love that endures, for loyalty is a rarer treasure than gold. Walk the ice only when it has hardened. Drink the ale while it is cold and honest. Value the simple comforts, the warmth of a hearth, the calm after a storm, the small victories that shape a life more than grand triumphs ever can. The old poem reminds us, moments slip away quickly, and wisdom lies in savoring them while they're ours. The ancient Norse lived in a world where storms turned suddenly, alliances shifted like wind, and trust, misplaced, could cost a life. So the verses warn us again and again, be slow to assume, be careful with faith, be mindful of appearances, chop your wood when the wind favors the swing of your axe, sail when the breeze is gentle and the sea speaks softly, win a heart not in the chaos of day but in the quiet of twilight, where true feelings breathe without fear. Build your ship with calm hands, forge your sword with steady fire, treat a maiden's kiss as a jewel, precious, fleeting, and worth protecting. Sip your ale by the fire, for warmth shared is warmth multiplied. Tread carefully upon the ice, for even beauty can betray you. Buy a horse when it is lean, for strength grows from hardship. And if you find a good sword at a fair price, take it. Its value may outlast you. Shelter your horse on the roof. Give your dog room to roam, for every creature has its place, and respecting their nature brings harmony to your own. But then comes the caution sharper than any blade. Do not trust too quickly. Not the word of a maiden, not the promise of a stranger, not the comfort of an illusion. The poem warns that hearts can turn like wheels, swift and unpredictable, and that falsehood can become a habit as easily as breathing. Beware the bough that cracks, the flame that surges too fast, the wolf hungry in the shadows, the raven that circles with frantic cry. Beware the tree with shallow roots, the pig that flees its pen, the arrow whose path you cannot recall, a wave rising too quickly, a cauldron boiling over, a snake tightening its coil, a woman's sweet deception, the wrestling of bears, a blade already shattered. These are signs of danger, omens wrapped in everyday life. Trust them blindly, the poem says, and you will be left exposed. Nor should you put faith in a witch's words, nor believe a fallen enemy's final plea. Do not depend on the child of a prince, or a house half-built and leaning, or a horse bred too fast, or a servant whose eyes dart like a thief's. These things are as uncertain as a sky turning black before a storm. Never trust the first fruit on a tree. Its sweetness is untested. Never place all your hopes in a child, for youth dances to the whims of fortune, and fate sings loudly in young hearts. Just as a ship without a helm is lost to the sea, and a cult on thin ice meets a cold end, so too are all things that lack stability, wisdom, or truth. And so these verses remind us that life is full of fragile certainties. Each one must be met with respect, with awareness, and with the wisdom to know that we walk on shifting ground. For the Norse understood a truth still vital today: life rewards the mindful and humbles the careless.